Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to explain about few more topics on the US mortgage. So there are multiple topics which I have been sharing since long time. So this is something where few important informations are related to. So mainly, the video is all about giving a clarity about deeds, and apart from that, like what kind of information are visible, and majorly like the difference between live underwriting and end-to-end underwriting, where one of the person had commented on my video to explain about it. So I'm going to give you a clear clarity about watch till end, so that you will get to know a lot of updates which will be preferable for your interview preparation, or in case if you are part of commercial banking or US mortgage domain. So I have covered other topics from this bilateral loan, because these are the topics which are not being covered in the previous videos. So bilateral loan is something, it's a form of loan business in which one bank will be providing the loan for one borrower for the working capital. So it's a form of like providing a loan to a borrower, especially for one bank. And syndicated loans is a form of a loan business in which two or more lenders jointly provide the loan. So, for example, if the loans are being provided by two different parties for one or more borrower on the same loan terms with different duties and sign the same loan agreement. So, syndicated loan, just to brief once again, it's form of the loan business in which two or more lenders jointly provide, okay, minimum two, or if not more than two lenders, they provide loans for one or more borrowers on the same loan terms. And then coming to the deed of trust copy, which most of them would have seen in working in property preservations process, or it can be into UCC, not UCC, collateral release in terms of like providing CTL process, or if not, it might be related to any other process where deed of trust documents which are being uh, logged in to a particular website. So deed of trust is something where it involves three parties: a lender, borrower, and a trustee. So the lender will be giving the borrower money. In exchange, the borrower will be giving the lender one or more promissory note. So it will be having certain details like the legal instrument details, and apart from that, like so there are some, the for whom to whom the details are being transferred. So all these details will be visible. And the most common instrument used in financial of real estate purchases are, these are the places: Alaska, Arizona, California, Colorado, till I believe it's still with West Virginia. And so these are the people, sorry, these are the states which will be using the mortgage. And apart from that, this deed of trust can also be used for loans made for other kind of purpose, where the real estate is offered as a collateral, and where we used to secure the performance of contract other than the loans. So deed of trust example or warranty deed. So those examples we'll have a look in the next we upcoming session, like in the same video. So coming to the trust deed. So this is the cop one of the screenshot which has been given here. So here the date and the year will be mentioned, and apart from that, the settler name and the address of the property will be mentioned here, and apart from that, the amount as well. So this is just an example of the trust deed which has been given here. So we can have a check how exactly it will be. And coming to the deed of trust, if you are able to see here, there is a copy: deed of trust and assignment of rent, securing a promissory note. So here you will be having the set of details of the borrower name and borrower address. Apart from that, the lender name and the lender address. and who will be the beneficiary. All these details will be mentioned. And here you will be having the lender's name, mailing address, and the city, state, zip code in the left hand side starting of the document. And coming to the Netter Online website, so this is preferably used in the process where we are finding the records, public search records, or in title search. So it refers to the public records online directory, and it's a portal for those tax assessors, treasurers, and recorders offices. So in one of the company Altisource also, like when I was part of it, like we were using little bit this website as well to check any documents. If not vault, one more document was there. So you will be having a login access and you will be able to search the records. And then FHA. FHA refers to Federal Housing Administration. It is the part of US Department of Housing and Urban Development, and they provide mortgage insurance on loans, which is made by the FHA approved lenders. So FHA loans, so you'll be able to see like how we have conventional loans. This is one of the topic, FHA. It's a part of US Department Housing and Urban Development. And here if you are able to see, this is one of the example of quit claim deed. So in the right hand corner top, you will be able to see the instrument number. So here you are able to see, sometimes even book and page number will be given, and if not, the instrument number will be given with like 94 and hyphen, and you will be having some digit like 4 or 5 digit. And here the place name is also visible, Bay County, Florida. And here the particular instrument who it was prepared, so those details are mentioned, the address in the left hand side. And here they have mentioned this deed, quit claim deed executed on one particular the date and year. And apart from that, the address of the property in Georgia. And apart from that, who is the grantor, grantee, everything. And yeah, so these are the details which will be visible in quit claim deed. And coming to the example of quit claim deed or the spousal disclaimer. So here even you are able to see fee number is given, and the address has been given here, and file number. So these are the details where the quit claim deed uh, proof is being shown here. Next, coming to the covenant or covenant or loan. Covenant are the series of small independent agreement made between the debtor and the creditor, like borrower and the lender. And it can be expressly outline behavior that the borrower must or must not engage in. So it's a loan covenant as a series of small independent agreement where the agreement is made between the borrower and lender. It is called covenant. Covenant. And coming to this warranty deed, so this is one of the example. If you are able to see your fee number again, date and time, and the fees is given here in the right hand column. And apart from that, like when so here the company details have been mentioned, the which title insurance agency it is. And apart from that, here file number is there. And meanwhile, you are able to see some other details on the who is the grantor name and grantee name. It's been mentioned here. Okay, now let's come to the main session for this video, which is difference between live underwriting and end-to-end underwriting. So the both the topics mainly lies in the process flow, and it's on the real-time decision-making approach. So what exactly is this live underwriting? Underwriting that happens in a real time, often during the customer interactions. When we are interacting with the customer, at the time this underwriting procedure happens on real time basis in digital lending or instant loan approval. These are the examples. The system or the underwriter will be checking the application while the borrower is actively engaged in the process. So, for example, in the initial loan approval stage, the underwriter, mortgage underwriter, they will be evaluating or they will be checking the application when the while the borrower is actively engaging in the process, and it involves automation, AI driven decision making, and real time verification of documents, credit scores. So, these are the things. Credit scores will be checked, and the verification of documents will be checked in the initial stage in the loan origination. And live underwriting is the credit underwriting, which involves credit capacity and capital review and qualify the borrower. So the end to end will add up collateral, which is title and appraisal, till the loan is approved to the fund. So just wanted to brief once again on the live underwriting. So in case of instant loan approval or a digital lending, the system or the person underwriter will be checking the application when this borrower will be actively part of this process. And coming to the end-to-end underwriting, it refers to a complete underwriting process or procedure from the application to the final loan approval. It includes the initial screening like verification of document or the document verification, risk assessment or checking if they are the risk associated, and the credit scores are checked, and the property valuation or the cost of the property valuation if necessary, and the compliance checks will be done, and the final decision making will be taken place. And this process can be a manual or an automated, or it typically takes longer than live underwriting. So end to end is something where it includes from the whole cycle of the loan application complete, uh, from the loan application from the initial stage till the final loan approval, till the person gets it. And in the even one of the previous videos I've explained on that loan life cycle, how it starts from origination till at the end of the stage. So where it will be like initial screening will be done, and document verification will be checked, risk will be checked if what are the risk of the associated, and the property details will be checked, what is the value of the property, and credit score will be checked. So coming to this live underwriting, it's a whatever the initial which happens in the instant loan approval, and which where the borrower is actively engaged, right? So that that particular time, it's a fast track version that happens in real time, and but wherein end to end underwriting is a full underwriting journey, which may or may not be a real time. So this is a live underwriting is a real time basis, and end to end is a complete journey of the underwriting procedure. And coming to this next question, so which document is recorded to change the priority of loans? So the answer is subordination. And FHA mortgage we have discussed initially. So this is actually insured. Federal, you're able to see here, Federal Housing Administration. So FHA loans are insured. And coming to the current owner search in terms of finding the details of the property. So for current owner search, we need few details how to do a research. For example, we need property address, owner name, parcel number, county details, legal description. And in case if we are doing a search just to do a verification or an example, we can do it in Google. But for example, if you are attending for any interview, it will be useful so that have clearly mention the steps. But in office, for example, in companies like First American or Verity Global or any other companies, so you will be having an official access where you can do a search. So for a sample search, you have to type in Google as property for sale in whichever city you are requesting. So I have mentioned here as Florida, and whatever the options which will be coming in the website. So check on realtor.com, and in a new tab open this Netter Online website, and in that website you will be able to get an option called Public Records Online. Click on that, and below that you will be able to see the maps of US, and below to that option you will be able to see two options, One is city to county converter or zip code to county converter. There will be two options, and in that you have to if you have a county details, you can put the county converter, and if you have the zip code, you can convert it to what is the county of it. And apart from that, if we need the property appraisal options, so we if we click on this property appraisal option, we'll be getting this parcel number, address, owner name, legal description, everything in the next page in the left hand side. So this is just a overview of giving how to search the property details, but in just that is only for a practice, not to use misuse the details or something. Coming to this quitclaim deed. So what is the meaning of quitclaim deed? A legal document used to transfer the property ownership rights between the known parties. Legal document signed. What is legal document? Legal document is signed by the seller or owner of the property, where it should be notarized and it's recorded in the county records office. What does grantor means? It gives the ownership rights to us. Grantee refers to where we receive the ownership rights. And what does notary info means? It has seller's signature and the notary seal. And instrument number, it will be there in the right hand corner of the deed of trust. And one more topic which I want to cover is stakeholder management. So it usually comes with the JD, just wanted to brief you on that. So stakeholder management is a process by which you organize, monitor and improve your relationship with your stakeholders, and it involves identifying the stakeholders, analyzing their needs and expectation, and planning and implementing various tasks to engage with them. So this is all about stakeholder management. I hope this live underwriting and end-to-end underwriting difference right now is clear. So I'll just repeat once again. So live underwriting is a real-time basis where it's a fast-track version. Where end-to-end underwriting, it's a end-to-end complete underwriting journey which may not be in a real time. So live underwriting is something which is, for example, in digital lending or an instant loan approval, the system or the underwriter, they'll be checking the application while the borrower is actively engaged in the process. But end-to-end underwriting, it is a complete underwriting process from the application process to the final loan approval. So it will be including the verification of documents, risk assessment, checking credit scores, and if there is any property valuation, and the compliance checks will be done. So I hope this video has some clear information on various updates. So I hope so. I'll just come across in case if I have any other new topics, I'll just cover it in the next session. So thanks all for watching this video, and do share it across to your colleagues or friends who wants to learn about the basic things. And if you want to know any other topics, or if you want to give any more added suggestions or additional information on these topics, you can comment on this video, which can help others as well. And even I also can add this information in the learning PDF, and it can be shared to anyone whoever is in need of a job or who wants to learn as an additional uh, learning purpose. Thank you all for watching this video.